Today we're gonna get bonkers with some crazy double behind the back crossover moves that you can use to break ankles, blow by defenders, create space, all that. And you know if you pull off some double behind the back combos, the crowd's gonna go wild, right? Coach Jesse Minshew with Get Handles Basketball, where I show you how to play the pros. Make sure you click that subscribe button to catch the newest videos and that bell icon so you're sure to catch them right away. And if there's anything else you want to see from the channel, first of all, search the channel. Probably got a video on it already, but if I don't, leave me a comment down below and let me know. So you might think a double behind the back is really kind of limited as far as, you just do the double behind the back, but there's really a lot of ways you can variate it. And then if you take other moves and put them in the mix with it, your combos can be absolutely insane. And I'm going to give you throughout this video combos that you can use to break ankles, ones to send defenders flying, ones to create space for shot, and ones to get past your defender. So make sure you stay tuned for the entire video, and at the end I'm going to have something special for you. So the first one we're going to start with the inside out, just kind of a quick tight one. You could do this more on the move as well as a setup if you're coming up the court, kind of going like this, or if your defender's close to you, you'd want to make it a little tighter, quicker, sharper, not bring the ball across as much. From there, we're going to go into the first behind the back. For this particular one, we want to have our feet kind of set for it. So boom, boom, okay? Almost like exactly like a crossover motion, just behind the back. I call this the flat back or the stationary behind the back because your feet are typically going to be a little more set for it. So here, lean into it a little bit to help sell the fake to your defender that you're about to come this way, and that's where we're going to beat them. This is a great one to get past them. So we're going to do the wrap behind the back from there. So the key on that is focusing on your hand placement. For the first behind the back, slap the same side butt. That'll make it so the basketball ends up in the same spot every time. You don't have to look at it. Give some good power to it, and it'll make it quicker. From there, on the second behind the back, when the ball gets into this hand, slap the opposite side butt. So the same side's gonna get slapped twice. Boom, boom. But the opposite hand's coming across. That'll help make sure the ball wraps forward. And from there, you wanna start covering ground with your feet. So after you fake your defender that way, you can come back this way and blow by him. Click that like button if you dig this move. And leave me a comment. Who do you think has better double behind the back combos, Stephen Curry or Kyrie Irving? Okay, next one we're gonna start to get extra crazy with it. We're gonna start off with more of that stationary behind the back, the flat back one. Same key points that you paid attention to the last one, you're gonna wanna bring into this one. From there, we're also gonna go into the next move exactly the same as the last one, the wrap behind the back. Key tip on it though is pay attention to your footwork. You wanna shuffle with your footwork. So think about your defense as shuffle, but trying to cover a bunch of ground a little more forward. So flat back, wrap it, but shuffle so the ball stays behind you. That way it's protected from your defender so they can't steal the basketball. And from there, boom, snatch back, reverse between the legs. So basically, you want to pull the basketball from behind your legs, through your legs, and come back from there. Either a hop or a shuffle with your feet, or you could just take that one last big step with the same side foot as the hand that's getting the basketball and then step back into that. From there, you'll have a lot of opportunities for jump shots. You'll create a lot of separation from your defender, and from there you could hezzy and beat them left or right depending on what they do. So lots of options from there. It'll create a lot of space and good chance you'll break some ankles. Big key I got for you to take it next level if you want is you could actually bring this in with the last move, right? Since that one started with the inside out, you could go boom, 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 right? Inside out, flat back, shuffle, reverse between the legs, snatch back. Okay, this one's probably the wildest one in the whole video. A little bit more challenging than the rest of them, but it's gonna get the crowd going wild if you pull it off. So we're gonna start this one with a wrap behind the back, okay? Really try to cover some ground with this one. So I wouldn't do the shuffle with this. I would do more of a 1-2 step. So whichever hand's doing the dribble, start stepping with that same side foot and then have the other foot come square. That'll allow you to cover a little more ground, okay? The footwork's key on this though, because you wanna take that big step with this same side foot so that way you can bring this next foot square and go right into a flat back behind the back. So it's gonna set up that next move. So step forward, stop with that foot, flat back behind the back. From there, here's where things are gonna get a little crazy. When we're going into that, and the ball's coming into this hand, we're gonna start stepping with this opposite foot in this direction, okay? So as we're going behind the back from left to right, left foot's gonna step across and kind of in. Get your feet kind of tight, okay? And turn your body a little bit to the side, and that's gonna set up the next move, which is boom, spin move to come right off your defender out of that. So wrap, stop, spin, all together. Nasty combo move that you can use when you're tight to your defender. On that wrap behind the back, if they start to close the gap on you, you can go right into those two moves. Ball's perfectly protected, and you'll get some oohs and ahs. Good chance you'll break some ankles too. All right, I hate to admit it, but I kind of lied to you. Not all of these are double behind the backs. This one's a triple behind the back. This one's gonna be extra crazy. So for this one, you're gonna start with a stationary behind the back. So your feet are more set again, right? From there, you're gonna go into a 1-2 step wrap. So kind of like in the last combo, how we had the same side foot stepping as the hand that's doing the behind the back dribble, you'll wanna do that here, okay? So here, once this hand gets the basketball, boom, we're gonna do another wrap with the same footwork. So this is something you can do more like on the run. So you do this to try to beat your defender, they cut this angle off, boom, you can keep your momentum going to change angles real quick and still beat your defender. So all together, flat back, wrap, wrap. Gotta be quick with the feet, get control of that dribble, and make sure you get a good controlled wrap on it. That'll help you beat defenders much more effectively. Okay, finally, this one's probably the best one for really breaking ankles and really sending defenders flying. And I'm gonna give you two slight variations on it if you wanna make it look a little flashier, or if you wanna send defenders flying even more. Which of the two options you'll wanna do, you wanna keep that in mind. We're gonna start with a stationary behind the back again. So a good setup for when your defender's tight to you, right? Lean into this fake a little bit to get them thinking you might come this way. That's gonna set that up, everything up from there to break their ankles, because once you get them leaning this way a little bit, you could start to try to get past them this way, right? Doing more of that wrap where you take the big step here with this foot. And you wanna make sure you're doing that with this one. So good for when you have a tight pressure defender that's trying to poke at the basketball. Boom, lean into this, get them shifting this way a little bit. And then if you come this way, those pressure defenders, they're gonna try to keep that pressure on you, right? So they're gonna be leaning that way and then try to take off in front of you here, right? Well, what we're gonna do is like the ultimate move for sending them flying, and we're already in perfect position to do it. Boom, the stiff leg, which is like a crossover where you're gonna step with the opposite foot across your body and then you cross over back here. Now, if you'll notice, the ball's a little unprotected here. If my defender comes flying here, they could maybe get at it, right? So the key point is, if you're gonna do this, it's gotta be quick, and you gotta use that ball movement to sell that fake, get low, get in on a nice low lunge stance like I am here, and put your chest into it a little bit. Just make sure your chest doesn't come past your knee, or that'll put you off balance. So get it right above that knee, maybe slightly behind it. Snap that dribble hard and quick. Try to keep it tight to the leg, okay? And from there, you step back with that same side foot. And then you have a lot of options, right? You could go into another move, do a hezzy, shoot, right? You're gonna create space in this almost for sure. Really good chance you'll break ankles. If you want a variation that's a little flashier and actually protects the basketball better, but probably won't send the defender flying quite as much, you can do a between the legs stiff leg. So it'll look like this, 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 okay? So if you'll notice when you do it between the legs, it's the same footwork and the same ball motion. The only difference is you can't really extend the ball out in front as much to really sell that fake to get the defender to go flying. But the between the legs will look a little bit flashier. So like I said, I was gonna have something extra for you at the end. Well, it's something that'll help you take all these moves next level, improve your control, your athleticism, which obviously with that footwork is key for sending your defenders flying, and make it just so you can get these down a lot more easily. It's a 100% free workout. You can click the top link in the description down below to get it. Pop in your email, I'll send that to you instantly for free. It's gonna help thousands of players, and I'm sure it'll help you too. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you click that subscribe button and that bell icon to be notified of the newest videos the second they come out. And check out this video and this playlist. You're gonna love those as well, I'm sure of it. Thanks for watching, make moves today, and I'll see you in the next video.